So for any of you that have seen my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook stories on the, what's the date today? 15th, I think, of November 2022, we've just passed the 8 billion point of population in the world. This is very, very exciting. It's also a little bit scary because the world is already overpopulated, but in a grand scheme of things, this now means that you are 1 in 8 billion, which means you're special. You're meant to be here. Now the possibility, I also looked into this because I just wanted to look into what the actual statistics would be. So the average woman, if she was to have back-to-back pregnancies from the date that she gets her first period to the date that she gets her menopause, the first period is around the age of 12 on average. The age of menopause on average in the US, that is, I couldn't find, okay, I didn't look for the UK thing, so I just put in average age of menopause was 51. So that is 39 years, I can't do maths for some reason. And if a woman was to get pregnant every 9 months from the age of 12 up until 51, then that would work out to be 52 pregnancies a year. Now, on average, it's roughly 50-50. I actually think the men have slightly overtaken the women in the population from what I can tell, but last time I looked, it was about 49 point something percent of the population were women. Now, or at least females, those with wombs, I'm, transgender, let's take that into account here, but those with wombs, if every woman with a womb in the world had a baby every 9 months from the age of 12 to the age of 51, that would make 208 billion babies. That is 208 billion potential people, and yet here you are in the world for a reason. Look at the possibilities of your existence. Very, very slim, because you are the only person that is you. I know what I'm trying to say here. I apologise if it's sounding a bit backwards and weird. This isn't a matter of like, oh wow, there's so many people, well, you don't need to do anything. No, you're here for a reason. You're supposed to be here. Also, the average person lives until roughly, I think for women, the average age, I think in the US is they live to about 75. So therefore, you've got 75 years to be here and do what you're meant to do. That's it. Now let's take out the whole concept of up until about the age of, let's be realistic, 18. So at 18, you are considered an adult. And then probably, I'd say, I'm not even going to go there from the point where you don't really do so much in your life anymore. But let's say we keep going until we're 75, which would be really cool. So I can't do maths, hang on. Actually, I'm pretty good at maths, so I don't know why I have to check things out, but my brain doesn't work when I'm trying to film videos, I'm sorry. 5 minus 18. Yeah, you're right, it's 57. 57 years to make your impact on the world. Now, let's look at this from the perspective of how long humans have existed in time. I have a laptop here, I know you can't see it, but it's here, you can look. Here's my keyboard from home. I'm actually sat at my parents' at the moment because they're on holiday and it's quiet and I can get stuff done. How long have humans existed? Around 300,000 years. Honestly, I couldn't even read numbers then. Around 300,000 years. So 300,000 years, and you are actually, do you know what, the beliefs are actually for longer than that. There's been evidence that humans may have been around for 2 million years or 2.5 million years, but I'm not going into that now. But let's go with what the actual statistic is. Here is 300,000 years, and you are here for 75 of those. And you know what, when you die, the world will go on without you. Before you were here, the world was going on without you. Now you're here. What are you doing with that minuscule 75 years? You need to find your life purpose. I can't stress this enough. There is a reason you're here, and it's to do a particular thing. And that thing is the thing that is going to light you up, make you happy. You're already doing it. You're already doing it in your life right now. Your life purpose will be something that is glaringly obvious and staring you in the face. There are some people who their life purpose is to play video games on YouTube, and you know why that's their life purpose? Because it makes them happy, it makes other people happy to watch them, and when people are happy, they spread the joy around. Same way as if people are miserable. You give off an energy, you give off an energy vibration. When you're happy, your energy levels are higher, as in energy frequency we're talking here. When you're unhappy, your frequency is lower. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly known that the people in that room, at least one of them, is in a bad mood? I have. It's not pleasant. Okay, so chances are it's a woman and she's probably got PMS. I am a woman who gets PMDD, which is like horrific premenstrual stuff, but trust me, I'm very unpleasant around that time. I can't help it, but there are ways around it. But different video for a different day. In fact, there are other videos. Go back through my previous videos and you'll see them. All my little short form videos, you'll see them. But still, I digress. Go into a room, the energy is horrible in there. And it's because somebody is in a bad mood. And that energy from their bad mood just continues to spread out throughout the room, throughout to everybody. It's horrible. If you haven't been in that situation, then my God, are you a narcissist? Or I'm being really horrible, sorry. But, however, if you go into a room and somebody's in a good mood, you feel good too, because energy spreads. It changes, the frequencies of energy. You can't create energy and you can't get rid of energy, but you can change the frequencies of energy around you. When you're in a good mood, the energy around you, the frequency will raise. If then somebody near you picks up on that energy, their energy frequency will raise. And I know what I'm trying to say here. I'm not a quantum physicist, although, you know, it's something I'm really interested in. I'm not even close to that. But that's how energy works. And when you are living your life purpose, you're putting that good energy into the world. Do you know what happens? When lots and lots and lots of people in the world have a good energy, the world is a better place. Isn't that worth making? And with 8 billion people in the world, imagine if everyone's energy was high. Dogs are a really good not the way I went onto that. Right, dogs are a really good indication of a high frequency creature. You walk into a room and the dog's there, the dog comes bounding up to you, it's so excited to see you, you feel happy because you've seen the dog. Dogs are just little positive energy spreaders. It's the same with babies or toddlers. They have not been affected by anything, so they're actually functioning on at least a medium keel, if not a higher keel of energy. And that's why babies always make us happy too, because they're those pure little creatures. Okay, if you don't know babies, fair play, but they're cute. But I appreciate how everybody thinks babies are cute, that's cool. But dogs, most people like dogs. I'd like to think most people like dogs and haven't had a bad experience with a dog. I mean, sometimes they can get a bit rrr. That's usually the owners have caused that in the first place. And dogs, I don't believe, are naturally like that. You've seen puppies. Puppies aren't like that. My dog's awesome. Have you seen the video of my dog, me trying to get my dog in a photo? It's pretty funny, go watch it. But dogs have a lovely high frequency. They make everybody else around them happy when they're around. Imagine if humans were like that. Imagine if 8 billion humans in the world could spread that sort of joy and happiness around the place. So this is why you need to find your life purpose. If you want to know more about life purpose, please follow, subscribe, whatever it is you need to do to follow me, because that is my absolute raison d'etre. I love life purpose. I could talk about it until the cows come home. It's a real passion of mine. Life purpose is my life purpose. How convenient. But it is. That's, you know, my reason for being is that I'm supposed to teach other people how to be happy in their lives and how to be living a life that fills them with joy and fulfillment. So, comment, like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is you're supposed to do. And I'll be back in my next video talking about life purpose again.